Now, you don't have to have an actor, but I personally like movies with actors in them. I don't know how many movies you've seen without actors, but you're gonna want to have at least one. Hola! Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. I'm so super excited about today's video. As I told y'all in the last video, I'm definitely gonna start talking about and doing things that I enjoy more than just trying to do things for views. So, as y'all know, I'm a creator, I am an artist. I know everybody's trying to be one today, but I'm a good one. So, there's that. I told y'all in the last video I went to, not Augusta, Georgia. Phoenix! I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I got some artesian popcorn. I'm starving. Okay, I'm not starving, but I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten all day. So, in the light of talking about movies, I figured, why not eat popcorn for today's video? What do y'all think? Doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it anyway. So, if you're at the title of the video, you already know that today I'm going to be talking about something near and dear to my heart, which is how do you create a movie? Listen, creating a movie is not as hard as people try to make it think. People try to make it seem, girl. My brain is going crazy because I'm hungry. Let me put this down because I can't concentrate and eat at the same time. Okay, so creating a movie is not as hard as people try to make it seem, okay? Yes, if you're going to make a feature film, which is like the movies that you see in the theaters, the movies that you see on TV, woody-woody-woo, you're probably going to need some funding. But the great thing about being a movie maker, a filmmaker, a movie magician in today's world is that we have all different types of platforms. We have YouTube, we have what's that other one? Venmo. Vimeo, yeah, I had it right. We have YouTube, we have Vimeo, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, okay? We have TikTok. We have all of these different platforms where we can create, y'all, we have all of these different platforms where we can create movies. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what it takes to make a film, okay? Number one, the first thing that you're going to need, you need a script. Now, I teach script writing, and a lot of times the very first class, people hear the word script writing and they automatically go into a conniption. They don't know what to do. Oh my goodness, a script. How am I supposed to write a script? Let me tell you something. Writing a script is not as hard as people try to make it seem, okay? Think about this. Think about your room. How many people in this world have seen your room? How many people in this world have seen the things that have gone on in your room? Have experienced the phone calls that have happened in your room, have experienced the tears that have happened in your room, have experienced the, sexy time that's happened in your room. How many people have experienced these things? You can tell a story about the things that you've experienced from your perspective, and that right there is a script, okay? Nobody has ever gone from your room to the kitchen to get a drink the same way that you have and experienced it the exact same way. All you have to do to write a script is to write your experiences down, okay? And 9 times out of 10, once you get that out on paper, it is much easier to go back, edit it. Okay, now this is more entertaining. This is less entertaining. I'm not gonna go into the whole process of script writing. Maybe I'll do that in another video. But I wanna let you know, writing a script, having a script, starting a script is not as hard as people try to make it seem. All you have to do, get your perspective, doing something in your house, in your backyard, in your daily workflow, whatever it is that you do, write something that happens in your perspective. It doesn't have to be aliens and lions and tigers and bears, oh my, to create a great script, okay? So that's step number one. You need a great script. The next thing that you're going to need a DP, which is a director of photography, okay? Or somebody who is going to be in charge of the videography, somebody who's going to be in charge of actually shooting what's going on. Now, notice I didn't say you need a camera, because you don't. Baby, there have been movies that have been shot on an iPhone that have won Oscars. You don't need a $1,000 camera in order to shoot a great movie, okay? I know you've heard it before, but let me tell you again, you do not, okay? If you have one, that's great, but you don't need it. All you need is your phone that can capture what's happening out in the real world, okay? Get your iPhone, get your Android. Actually, if you have an Android, don't get your Android. Go get your friend that has the iPhone. No tea, no shade, no tea. But you're not going to want to use your Android. Use what you have. I just want to let you guys know that I recorded an entire 18-minute video that did not record. So I'm re-recording this part of the video. It's not going to be 18 minutes long because I'm very upset that it did not save. But the show must go on and we must continue to talk about how to create a movie. So let's continue to do that. We left off with the fact that you don't need a camera, and you don't, okay? The next thing you're going to need is a microphone, okay? It's not needed, but you want to have one, okay? It's going to eliminate a lot of the outside noise. It's going to make it easier for you to have all of your sound and clear, crisp, and all that woo-de-woo-de-woo-de-woo. You can get one for $10 off Amazon. If you're like me, when I first started my filmmaking career, your account is in the negative, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Amazon.com and get one of those $6.99 ones, and then you're gonna go to Afterpay and you're gonna pay $2 over 4 weeks for that little bitty microphone, okay? I have no shame in saying that that's what I did, and if that's what you need to do to make your film, you do that. You bring the vision to life by any means necessary, okay? Okay. The next thing you're going to need, which is the most important factor in my eyes, but maybe this is just because this is what I do. You are going to want to have an actor, okay? At least one actor. And it is not hard to find an actor, okay? Go to your local college, go to the theater department. A plethora of actors will be willing to do a movie for and with you, okay? Plenty of them. All you gotta do, give them a little donut, give them some coffee, you know what I'm saying? Make them feel like a star when they come on set, and boom, you have an actor. You have 3. You don't even have to pay them most of the time. A lot of actors, when they're first starting out, they just need exposure. They just need footage, okay? So make sure that you are offering that. Make sure that you're offering them the footage that they do in your movie to use for their reels and things like that, okay? You always, even if you can't pay them, you always want to offer something. There has to be something in exchange for their talent because they are still actors and they are still important, okay? Now, you don't have to have an actor, but I personally like movies with actors in them. I don't know how many movies you've seen without actors, but you're going to want to have at least one, okay? The next thing you're going to need is an editor, okay? An editor. You can do that yourself. I've edited videos myself, but like I said, I like to delegate, okay? I like to give people chances to do what they like to do, what they love to do, how they love to do it. I don't love editing. It's not my favorite thing in the world. So I am okay delegating that to someone else. If you're going to edit for yourself, there are so many different editing platforms that you can use. iMovie that you can get right on your phone, okay? You can add pictures, sound, fonts, anything that you need. You can cut, paste, copy, whatever. You can put that on your phone, okay? Movavi is another one that you can use. That costs a little money, but it's worth it. Again, if you're like me, do the free trial. You can do the free trial like 3 times if you do different email addresses. Don't tell them I told you, okay? You can do so many different ones. I can put some links to some different editing softwares in there, but you're gonna need a quality editing software. There's going to come a point in your movie making journey, okay? Whether it's the writing process, the editing process, the actual making of the movie, you're going to feel like it's not worth it. You're going to feel like people aren't going to watch. You're going to feel like people aren't going to care. You're going to feel like the only people that are going to see this are me and my mom might not even watch. But let me tell you something. Even if only one person sees that video, that person needed to see that video, okay? That person needed to see that film. Your words are important and people want to see new things, okay? You didn't have that idea for no reason. You didn't want to make a film for no reason. You're gonna have the determination to push through, okay? When you start having those thoughts, nobody's gonna want to see the movie I wrote at 3 a.m. in my room. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's not only important to them, but it's important to you that you prove to yourself that you can and you will do it, okay? I have to go. I'm running a little late. I have a meeting in like 5 minutes. But if you want to see some of the films that I've created, all you have to do is click the link in my bio below. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.